welcome back to my channel. So during this video I'm going to be creating an eyeshadow look using my JUVIA'S Place, the coffee shop eyeshadow palette. So I'm going to do kind of a, try to do a quick, easy, everyday eyeshadow look, but we'll see how that goes. But I've already primed my eyes and set the base with a translucent powder. So to begin, we're going to start out with the BH number 12 blending brush, and I want to start out with, now these shades does not have any names, but I'm going to start out with the, the last shade on the third row, and I'm just going to pick it up with the blending brush and place it right in the crease area. And I'm just going to build it up and pack it to my liking. And you can see it's closer to the base shade in my skin tone, which is a plus, and it makes the shadows blend easily and transition with the additional shades. So I'm going to continue to just pack this shade right in the crease, and then we are going to blend it lightly once we place it in the area to our liking. So I'm just building it up, packing it right in that crease area. Take a little bit more for the other eye. Take a little bit more right there in the crease. So now I'm going to go ahead and use the same brush, and we're just going to lightly blend that shade right in the crease and going upwards towards the brow bone in circular motions and windshield wiper motions, just to make sure you have it blended really good. Okay, so I think that is pretty good. So now we're going to go in with the, this is just an Eco Tools flat brush, and I'm going to deepen up this outer V. Like, so I'm going to try to make it simple, but we will see, and easy, because y'all not going to go left when it comes to these shadows. They are my favorite. So now I'm going with the, let's do the second shade on that same row, this deep matte chocolate shade. I'm just going to pack it on the side of the brush and pack it right on the outer V. Just going to pack it, then we'll blend it once we get done packing it to our liking. We're going to pack most of it right there on that lash line of the outer V, and then start flicking it upwards towards the crease. But I'm not going to go up past the crease. I just want to make sure I pack it really good in that outer V area. Same thing for the other eye. I'm going to pack most of it right there on that lash line, and then just start flicking it upwards on that outer V area towards the crease. I'm just packing it again, like in circular motions, just to get it in that area that I want it in. And I'm making sure I pack just lightly into that crease area, not too deep in the crease, because I don't want it to be so pigmented that I'm trying to blend it out from that crease area. Just lightly placing it in the crease area. Take a little bit more. And I'm going to lift my eye just so I can make sure it's lightly placed, really lightly placed in the crease area of the eye, in the outer V rather. Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit more, just a little bit more, just to make sure it's deepened up to my liking. So now I'm going to go in with the Makeup Geek, and it's this small pencil blending brush. And now I want to go in with the, I don't know, let's do the first shade in the palette, and we're going to place that right in the crease, from the center of the crease going over to the inner corner. I'm sorry, mark that off, wrong shade. And just make sure you pack it. And I'm using this type of brush so I can control where I'm placing the shadow, because I don't want it to blow out like going up towards that brow bone. I want to control where I place it so when I blend it, it's not blown out. So I'm going to lightly pack it. And like I said, I'm starting with the center of the, I keep doing that. I almost want to use that shade. The center of the crease and packing it till I place it to the inner corner of the eye. Same thing again. Just make sure you pack it really, 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 really good. Because once we blend it, it's gonna all come together. Place a little bit more. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Sigma's E41, and it's this fiber blending brush. And this is where we're gonna blend our edges and our shadows together so we can diffuse the harshness. I'm gonna start with circular motions from the outer V going up towards the crease shade, the center of it, just lightly flicking in circular motions so I can get the harshness out of the crease and where I place that shadow around the edges of the crease, if that makes sense. Y'all know I have to get these terms together. Probably won't ever get them together, but we'll figure it out soon. So I'm gonna continue to just blend these edges. I'm lifting my eye as well so I can get the harshness out of the crease area. So the same thing for the other eye, just blend in circular motions. And these fiber brushes are really, really good, and I can't say it enough when you're blending out the edges of shadows. So I'm continuing to blend the edges. And I'm lifting my eye again so we can make sure we have these shadows blended really, really well. So I think that is blending really, 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 really good. Really, really good. You just want to keep doing this until you get the shadows blended to your liking. And that's pretty much, just take your time and blend. And with this type of brush, you really can't get too messy with it because it is a fiber brush and it doesn't pack or move the shadows around. It just blends it seamlessly. So now I'm going to blend directly in the crease with this deeper shade so we can make sure this shadow does not have any harshness when we place this shimmer shade. So I'm making sure I blend the edges of the shadow that's placed on the outer V leading, that's going over into the center of the lid. So I'm just doing back and forth motions and circular motions on the edge of the shadow, if that makes sense. So now I'm gonna wipe this brush off a little bit. We're gonna go back in with the deeper shade that we started with, that second shade on the third row. And we're gonna pop a little bit more right back into the lash line. You can just flick that shade right on that lash line, because I want to make sure we don't lose the depth of that shade. So now we're going to pop on some glitter glue. I'm trying to make it as simple as possible, but we will see, because y'all know when I get on here, I do not know how to be quiet. So I have what they say, the gift to gab. So I'm going to put my glitter glue on my ring finger. And I like to blend it. That way it's really, really smooth when I place it. I'm going to start on the center of the lid and pack it. And then start packing it right over to the inner crease. Inner corner. Then I'm going to use the tip of my finger to place it directly in the crease. Same thing for the other eye. Just want to pack it. And then with the tip of my finger, place it right in the crease area. And you just want to make sure you pack it really, really good. And it's going to be tacky, and that's what you want, so the shadow can stick really, really good. Okay, so next we are going to work on some shimmers. So I did not take out a flat brush, and I should have. Shell, you know better than that. Okay, so I'm going to use this Lurella, just this flat blending brush. I don't know what shade I want to use, because I've been loving this palette lately. I've used it a couple of times, so I don't know what shadow I want to use. Let's use a shade we haven't used, the last shade in the row. And we're going to start packing it right on the lash line of the center of the lid, and just lightly build it. I'm just patting it with circular motions and flat motions. I don't know what type of shade this is, but it's pretty though. And I'm not going to go all the way to the inner corner just yet. We're going to put a lighter shade there. And I'm lifting my eyes so the tip of the brush can place some of the shadow right in that crease area. I'm just going over it again to make sure the shadow is builded on the center of the lid to my liking. I'm going to keep my eye lifted when I'm placing it right in that crease, so I can control it and it does not go like above the crease area. Same thing for the other eye. Start placing it right on that lash line and the entire area of the center of the lid. I'm lifting my eye again just to make sure I get it right in that crease area. And this brush is controlling it right in that crease, because it's not a fluffy brush, so you can place it directly in there without worrying about your shadow blowing out above the crease if you don't want it way above your crease area. So I'm just placing a little bit more. Just packing. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I like it. Just making sure it's packed really good on the center of the lid for both eyes. Before we go on to the next shadow, same thing for this eye. So now I'm going to flip the brush over to the other side, and then we're going to use, what shade do I want to use? The last shade on the second row. And we're going to place this right in the crease area and just press it down on there, pack it, and then use the tip of the brush again for the crease area leading up to the center of the lid. This is pretty. It's giving it a little brightness and highlight, which is pretty. So pack it with the tip of the brush again, right in that crease area. Just lightly flicking it. This is pretty, coming together so pretty. So I'm going to take a little bit more just to make sure it's packed really, really good, because you want to make sure that glitter glue is set really, really well, so your shadows do not break up throughout the day. So I'm going to go back with the other side with the shimmer we started out with, and just make sure it's overlapping the shade we just put in the inner corner of the eyelid. Yeah, inner corner. Yeah. Same thing for the, let's wipe it off. What am I doing this morning? Same shade from the center. Pack it right on there, just to make sure it's placed again. So now I'm going to go in with this Sigma E47, this fiber blending brush. We're going to go back in with the deep shade that's in the outer V. And this is another good light blending brush. And I'm going to take this brush because I don't want to use a whole lot more of the chocolate shade again. We're just going to use this type of brush to deepen up the outer V back up. So I'm just going to blend it in circular motions and go right in the crease. And like I said, when you use this kind of brush, you can control how much you place. And you're not actually placing a lot to work with. I'm going to put this down so I can blend it. But you're only adding a little bit more shadow, but not a whole lot of pigmentation. And I'm doing this just so I can marry these two shades together, so I don't have that harshness, and then my shadow is still there, if that makes sense, to transition both the shades together, where it's not any harshness. So I'm just blending back and forth, making sure this shimmer shade is blended well. And right in the crease, I'm gonna lift my eye for this, just to make sure I blend it really, 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 really good. So now I'm gonna wipe this brush off, and we're going to go back into the entire crease area, just to make sure everything is blended. You don't have to worry about these shadows overlapping each other and looking muddy, because all this brush is doing the same thing the other synthetic fiber brush I was using earlier, to just make sure everything is blended seamless, which it is so pretty, so pretty. So I'm going to go back in with the BH number 12, and we're going to pop this shade back in the above the crease area that we started out with. And this time I'm pack it right above that crease area, going up into the brow bone area. Have that nice transition effect. And I like it because it's close to my skin tone as well. So you can use any type of shade of your preference to get this shade transition, whether you want it a little deeper or a little bit lighter. That's totally up to you. I just wanted to keep it towards my skin tone because I like it, you know, like that. So now I'm going to take this Sephora's blending brush and blend the two areas together. The two transition shades. That's that right? The center, the crease area. Crease, yeah. Y'all get it. That's what happens when you be gone so long. I already was jacking up times anyway, but it's like actually worse now. But we're going to get it back together. Y'all just bear with your girl. So I'm just making sure it is blended. And I think that is it, because I like the way, I'm sorry y'all, I didn't have my white ready. And my life is just like, we're getting it back together. We're getting it back together. So I'm going to take my white, take a little bit of my micellar water, and we're going to clean up around this eye area so we can finish the rest of this look. So I'm just patting to break up this fallout. And I love how it gives that clean, crisp look. I like how it gives that look. It's so pretty. And I like this method because it's easier to me to clean up any fallout. I like it. So now I'm going to go back in with, I'm just going to blend just a little bit more. I'm sorry, y'all. This bag of wipes. Sorry. Go back in with this Sigma fiber brush just to make sure everything is blended well. And I'm blending in circular motions. Because y'all know I don't like that harshness. Oh, I don't like that harshness. Same thing for this eye. Just make sure it's blended really, really well. And I think that should do it. It's so pretty. I like this. Came together really, really well. So I'm going to finish the rest of my face. And I'm back to show you guys the finished look. See you guys in a bit. Welcome back. This is the finished look, and I absolutely love how this look came together. Let me know your thoughts on how you think this look came together. So to finish the rest of my face, I went back in with this JUVIA'S paste, the Coffee Shop eyeshadow palette, and I used the second shade on the second row, and I applied it on my lower lash line. I use this really small pencil brush. It does really good. And then for the inner corner, I used the very last shade on the same row and popped it into my inner corner. So that's all I did for the eye look. I love this eye look. It's so nice, soft. You can wear it with like any type of outfit. This look is perfect, like everyday perfect. So for my base today, I used my Revolution IRL Filter Longwear Foundation F10, and I mixed a little bit of the Wet n Wild's Cocoa foundation. I love this because it's really like, it's not a thick matte foundation, but it is I really like it to mix with my foundations to get the tone that I like if it's a little bit lighter. But I do love mixing it with foundations. For the rest of my face, for my contour today, well, my bronzing, but I didn't contour bronzed. I pulled an oldie but goldie out, and it's the BA Light by Becca. I used to love this palette, and it is a medium to deep face palette. And I used that bronzer shade, which is not as deep as I wanted it, but I did apply it on my areas to contour with. But I bronzed, and I used the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette in light to medium. So I used this shade, and then I used the two deeper shades in this palette to bronze, and I really do like how that came together. Now for my highlight today, I used a highlighter in this Black Radiance palette, along with the top shade in the Be a Light palette, along with the shade here. So I just kind of like mixed them all together, so I really like it. So for my blush, I used my JUVIA'S Serafina. I guess I pronounced that right because I will butcher some words. This nice peachy, light peachy, corally blush. I love it how it looks. I love how it looks. This is so pretty to me. It's so pretty to me. For my lips, I used my Lurella's lip liner in Cold Brew, and I used my Dose of Colors lipstick. It's more like a fuchsia type lipstick, and this is in the shade Merlot. Nice hot pinkish reddish tone. But let me tell you guys, a little bit goes a long way. And I did actually top it with some of my Butter Gloss by NYX, and this is in the shade Fortune Cookie, one of our all-time favorites. So that completes the look. But I do love this look. I didn't know if I need to bronze up a little bit more or not. Let me know your thoughts on it. I look a little bit lighter on camera than I actually am sitting here. It looks so pretty, so pretty. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video because I love it. Let me know your thoughts on it. If you have that JUVIA'S eyeshadow palette, let me know your thoughts on that. And I guess I will see you guys in my next video. And if you have not done so already, comment, like, and subscribe to your girl's channel and become a part of my YouTube family here. See you guys in my next video. Goodbye.